It is Wednesday, May 30th, 1:23 p.m. I believe it said it was 29 degrees outside and it feels like 37. I just went for a walk around the block to get the mail, and yeah, it's definitely that hot outside. Luckily, it's a little bit it's more windy than it was yesterday, but the winds aren't very strong, so it's a nice little cool down. But the brief moments where the wind would stop for a second, I could immediately feel the sun starting to burn me up. So that wind is definitely appreciated. There's just a few clouds in the sky. Another fantastic day. So it's nice that we're finally getting some nice weather. But the Slayer concert yesterday was awesome. Had a great time. I don't think we dealt with too much traffic, which was nice. Got McDonald's beforehand. Haven't had McDonald's in a while, which was great. We got there a little bit late, unfortunately. We missed Testament, which, I like Testament, but I don't mind missing them, but it would have been nice to have seen them because I've never seen them live before. But yeah, we missed Testament, and then Behemoth came on second, and they put on an amazing show. I'm so happy that I got to finally see them live. They were probably the first black metal band that I got into, and I think I just searched up Polish metal bands way back when, and I don't remember what song I got into, but I thought they were awesome. They played A Fire in the Void, which is my favorite song from them. That was the first song they played, so they were off to a great start, and they just had a wicked set. They sounded great. All the bands sounded great. Every single band sounded like they were playing the studio album live. Like, that's how good they sounded. And that's cool for me to see and to hear. Especially for like someone like Behemoth, where they have so many blast beats, a lot of screaming, and very fast playing. Like, that's impressive as well. But yeah, Behemoth was really good. The lead singer Nurgle, something about him, when I was watching, I was like, dude, this guy just is cool. Like, I want to be like him. He just looks cool. So I have a new role model, I guess. The end of their set was really epic too, because they were playing some really fast, cool metal beat at the end, and the lead singer was thanking everyone for coming out, saying, be safe out there, and at the end he goes, and hail Satan, and then they just went into like this unreal ending to a song, and I was like, wow, I got chills from that. I was like, that is hail Satan, dude, that's awesome. So that was an awesome ending to the show for Behemoth. Next up was Anthrax, who was great. They reminded me a lot of Iron Maiden when I went to go see them. I don't think they're as old as Iron Maiden, but they're definitely older, and they just had so much energy. The lead singer was running around the stage and stuff. That was a cool show. I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Anthrax songs, but they did play Madhouse, which is one that I know, and it was really cool to hear live. At the end of the show, it was really funny, or at the end of their set, it was really funny because the lead singer, again, was saying, thank you guys for coming out. He said he loves playing in Canada, and then he started singing "Oh Canada." He said "Oh Canada," and then literally the rest of the song, everyone in the crowd started singing the national anthem, and that's how their set ended. And I've never seen that before. My brother, who's been going to concerts for so long, he's never seen that before, and that was just really cool. It sounded awesome. I got a video of it. It was amazing. After that, Lamb of God came on, which was awesome. They were, like I said, everyone was great. So yeah, I really enjoyed their set. They played they played like a mixture of old and new. I don't think they played anything off Wrath, but they played Laid to Rest, Now You've Got Something to Die For, some other old song. They played 511 or 512, whatever it is, from the last album. They played Redneck, Walk With Me in Hell, and Black in the Cursed Sun, I think, were the ones that they played. I was hoping they played Ascending, because that's my favorite song, but maybe some other time when I go see them. But they were great. And then Slayer came on, and they killed it. They were awesome. They were all business, though. I think Tom, the lead singer, only addressed the crowd after the third or fourth song, just for a bit. And then in about the middle of the show, he addressed us really quick, and then they played, and then at the end of the show, of course, he thanked us for coming out. So they were all business, all music the entire night. So there wasn't a lot of crowd interaction, which I thought was weird, because normally, a headlining band will have a lot more interaction, but I don't know. I don't know if that's how Slayer always does it, or if they just wanted to get off the stage quick, or if they were just trying to give everyone, since it's their farewell tour, they just wanted to give everyone as many songs as they could. But yeah, that was cool. I don't. That concert made me realize that I don't actually know a lot of the words or any of the words to a lot of Slayer songs, so that was kind of awkward. But I think they started with "God Hates Us All," which was awesome. That's one of my favorite songs. They played "Seasons in the Abyss," "Raining Blood," "Angel of Death," which was awesome. Jihad, some other songs. I don't know. They played for about. They started at 9:20 and they ended at like 11, I think. So they played for just over an hour and a half. And yeah, overall it was a great show, a great farewell tour for Slayer. At the end, it was kind of heartwarming because Tom, the lead singer, he went back and forth from one side of the stage to the other, and kind of just admiring, soaking it all in, and just admiring everyone for coming out. And then he went on the mic and said, "Thank you very much." He said those were 4 hard words, and that meant a lot to him. 4 words that meant a lot to him that were very hard to say. He thanked us all for coming along with Slayer for all these years, and that was that. And I was like, oh, that's heartwarming. He said he's gonna miss us also. Yeah. So yeah, overall it's a great show. I really enjoyed it. My neck kind of hurts. The last few days I've been sleeping wrong, I think, and my neck already hurt before, but now I wasn't really headbanging that much yesterday, but like looking down, it's a little bit strained, but otherwise it's fine. The weather was fantastic. I got some merch. The merch was insane. It cost $50 for every shirt. And hats were $40, and I've never seen prices that expensive before. So unfortunately, I only got one shirt, and unfortunately, a lot of the designs weren't that great. This was the only. I got a Slayer shirt, which I'll show in a second. It was the only shirt that I liked, besides like 2 Behemoth shirts. All the other shirts weren't that great, but this shirt is actually nice because it says all of the bands on it, which is nice. It has a cool logo for Slayer as well. And I'll just flip it over. Oop, I just spit. That's awkward. And on the back, it just has, once again, all the bands and then all of the dates that they came and played. So that was cool to get. I was hoping I would have gotten one of the Behemoth shirts, but like I said, $50 each, not worth it. I was expecting at least 30 or at most 35, so I would have gotten 2 shirts had that been the case, but it was 50 each, so that sucked. There was also so basically where we were sitting, so it was the aisle, and then there was 2 seats, and then our 4 seats. So it was me, Matt, Maciek, and Scott that went. And there was this guy that sat in one of our seats when we came back after, I want to say after Behemoth, before Anthrax started playing. He was sitting in one of our seats, and Scott and Maciek went to go take a smoke. So just me and my brother, and we're like, okay, we're just going to let them deal with it when they get back. And they ended up coming back, and they were going to kick him up, and then they saw seats behind us that were totally empty, and actually for the rest of the show, that's where they sat. So this guy just had these seats for the whole show, and it was weird because I've never seen this before. But he had like papers printed of the set list. He had printed off the lyrics for every song, and he actually had a recorder as well. He was recording the show, and I asked him after, I think, Lamb of God or something. I was like, "Are you just recording it for yourself? Or are you recording it for something in particular?" He just said for himself. And then I said, "Who is he excited to see?" He said, "Everyone." He didn't seem like he wanted to talk a lot, so I just kind of left him alone. But yeah, that was weird. Never seen that before. And also, when Slayer was done playing Jihad, I looked from my peripheral vision. I saw him doing this and kind of like this, like he was crying. And I wasn't sure if he was or not. And my initial reaction, I wanted to like comfort him, wanted to put my hand over his shoulder, like, "Yo, buddy, it's okay." Rub his back, like, "Yo, we're gonna be fine." But I don't know. He was an older guy. It kind of seemed like he didn't really want to talk, so I didn't want to overstep my bounds. But I let him do his thing, and after a couple minutes, he was fine. So, not really sure what that was all about, but that happens. The one thing I really like about concerts too is I love going and seeing all the different shirts and tattoos. So I love, because metal shows, everyone's gonna bring out their different shirts, and I love seeing all the different bands I've never heard of before. Some bands that I've heard of or I've seen even. This one guy had a Korn shirt just like I do from when they were touring with Slipknot, which was cool. I saw 2 Doom shirts. I saw a Eazy-E shirt, which is only the second time I've ever seen a rap shirt at a metal concert, which kind of, I don't know if it's weird, but it's definitely rare. The last one I saw, I don't remember what concert it was at, but it was a Notorious B.I.G. shirt. So that was interesting. I just like seeing different shirts, seeing different designs, and seeing kind of who likes what. And then tattoos, kind of the same thing. I like seeing different designs, I like seeing what people are up to, and just kind of seeing cool tattoos. I didn't see anything that was kind of mind-blowing or anything like that. I did see one that I didn't really like. It was like a zebra. Like he had zebra stripes on his left arm, but I don't like it. He, I guess, does, but that's his tattoo, so he can, if he likes it, that's fine. But Yeah, after the show, we got into a bit of a traffic jam. It was construction. It was taking, I think, 3 or 4 lanes, merging it into one, and we were actually at a standstill for like 15 or 20 minutes. So I think by the time we got out of parking, it was like, I want to say like 11:30, and we were projecting we'd be home around 1. But then the traffic hit, so we're like, oh, this is going to suck. We were actually stuck in there for a while. But we did actually get home. I got home at like 1. Matt dropped me off, picked up the pets. And I ended up going to bed at like 1:30, so wasn't too bad. So that was the concert. Really great. I'm glad that I got to see Slayer. I kind of am at this point in my life where, I don't know if, I guess I don't know if the point in my life, but I currently don't believe that anything goes away forever. So I don't think, as much as they're marketing this as the farewell tour, I don't see Slayer just not coming back. The only reason I could see them staying away and not coming back is because they've been doing this for like 40 years. And I mean, just thinking of the fact that just playing the same songs over and over and over again for 40 years, that just sounds really tedious and boring. So, and they've been doing it for a while, they're getting older, so that's the reason I could see them not doing a reunion tour. But the other part of me is saying like, nothing goes away forever. I feel like 5 years minimum, they'll be back. I feel like they'll start doing like a show here and there, maybe a big 4 show here and there, and then slowly but surely they'll start doing more and more tours, and then I say about 7 years they'll have another Slayer album. So, and they'll do a whole other world tour. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to be right or wrong on this. I like Slayer. I'd love to hear another album, but at the same time, I feel like if you're doing a farewell tour, stay gone. So. That's my thoughts on that. But yeah, overall good show. Glad I got to see that. That was awesome. It was my first concert of the year. Hopefully some more later on. Not too sure who else is coming out to play, but yeah. So see you tomorrow, Mike.